Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another video. So, this is Majors and Pesos, and today we're going to talk about the passive income line. And I know this is a bit far from the usual content that I'm talking about, but honestly, this has to do with coaching, with online, with digital info products, because most of them are these ops today. Most of the courses that you see are talking about like making money online. And one of the biggest lies is probably launching your own course, basically being a coach, getting coached by someone to be a coach, which is a lot of people are sold this lie that it is a passive income. You basically create an info product online and you just launch it and people will just buy, right? And that's how you create this passive income. So, the title of today is The Passive Income Lie and What Actually Works Instead. So, everyone loves to talk about passive income, right? It's probably most of the popular topics and angles that people use today. Make money while you sleep, earn from your laptop on a beach, set it and forget it, right? But here's the part that they leave out, and it's that passive income isn't actually passive. And I'm going to explain you in a very big, like simple layman's explanation down below. And not at first, right? The truth is that it actually takes systems, it takes a structure, and of course, a lot of upfront effort. But once everything is in place, you can actually wake up to sales, right? This is one of the biggest uh self-beliefs, limiting self-beliefs that people think have. And in this video, I'll break down the truth about passive income, what it takes to build it, and why most people fail at it. And how you can, of course, build a scalable revenue generating system that keeps going even when you're offline. And so, if you want help with setting up the backend that powers this, all of this, right, all of this passive income, email automations, upsell, and of course, evergreen funnels, check out my profit flow system. The link is in the description. And so, the internet sells you the dream. Start a course, launch it once, sit back while the money rolls in. Honestly, in my opinion, this is one of the biggest lies ever. People who actually fell for this are the ones who will always quit first, because it's the people who want to avoid all of the pain, all of the resistance, all of the actual work that needs to be done. They think that if I just have a lot of followers, I will just launch something that they love. Um, I will just do some marketing, some stuff, set up an email list, maybe launch a very nice funnel. The sales will come to me. But no, most creators launch once and then nothing. And why? It's because they never build the system behind the sale. That's the biggest problem here. And this system can be, of course, be an email system, it can be a DM system, a high ticket system. There's a lot of systems, but you need to start from something, right? And passive income is actually real, but only after you've built a machine that runs it. Until then, it's just a full-time hustle with a different title. For you would be course creator, right? So let's get real about what you actually need to make passive income work. First of all, we need a product that solves a real problem, not a fake one, not an instant gratification, something that actually keeps people awake at night, something that hunts them. For example, it can be their weight, income level, cash flow, right? A lot of stuff. It can be different market, different product, right? But a lot of markets are have huge problems. You don't have to go for like the most popular ones, which is of course health, wealth, relationships, right? There's some subcategories that are actually very big for them. It can be, for example, for farmers, something with farming. I don't really know about them that much, but they can have a very big pain that you can solve. But the product needs to solve a problem. That's the number one rule. And before anything else, you need something that people actually want. This means a clear offer, a clear outcome, a transformation people care about. Again, transformation. Remember this word. This is actually the key word for today. Transformation. People need to actually care about. Again, as I mentioned earlier, it can be weight. People when they have when they are overweight, they just don't really look that good, right? They don't attract other people. They might feel anxiety and a lot of stuff, right? I'm not getting into that, into the deep aspirations of that core offer, but you get me. If your product is vague, boring, or built just to make money, nothing else will matter. So you need to simply ask yourself, what problem does it solve? Can I explain it in one sentence? And what would I buy it, right? Would I buy it myself? So this is actually a very nice one. I kind of started using it lately. The would I buy it? It helps me so much to actually have a clear image of myself, right? Because Most of the time, I'm trying to sell to the person that I am, like to maybe a person that I was 2 steps ago. And I'm just constantly asking myself, would I buy this product? Would I actually read this copy? Would I make it? Would I buy um from this person, right? Everything, right? I just always try to compare to myself and to other people as well who I think would success have a successful opinion, right? So second one is email automations that sell without you. So we're always talking about email, right? Email is one of the most important aspects of your course business, right? Digital info product business. And because this is where passive actually starts to slowly happen. You need a sequence that welcome news. This is again, this is all very basic, but a lot of people don't have them. First of all, it's a welcome sequence. So basically welcomes new leads. You tell them your story, you build trust, you sell the product, and you follow up if they don't buy. I'll say it very simple, very straight to the point, but proven to work a thousand times, and will just keep working until I don't know even marketing ceases to exist. Think of it as a digital salesperson who never sleeps, because it's actually like that, right? An example of those to set up is of course a welcome sequence, abandoned cart sequence, evergreen promo sequence, post-purchase upsell or cross-sell, very important, right? Those will actually increase your average order value and average customer lifetime value by a lot. You just need to get them in place, of course, iterate them, nurture them, fix them, and all of stuff will happen. So remember this, automations is all about leverage. You build once, it runs forever. It's basically like an evergreen funnel. Evergreen funnels is the third one, speaking of them, that work on autopilot. So don't rely on launches forever. A real passive income system runs every single day without you posting 24/7. And this is what evergreen funnels are. Again, funnels that run 24/7 without you actually need to do anything. It can be paid ads, paid traffic, organic traffic, doesn't really matter. They all land to an evergreen funnel that just proves that it actually works, no matter the traffic again, and it just brings money consistently. That means landing pages that actually convert, lead magnets that attract your ideal customer, not freebie seekers, freebie hunters, people who are actually ready to invest into themselves by buying your offers. Offer pages that actually sell, not again try to make you look like you're the best in the world and try to make them feel like they're losing on the biggest deal of their life. Some simple pages that actually sell, speaking to the transformation, to the pain point, current situation, vision, right? Everything. Scarcity that drives action is, of course, overrated, right? Scarcity and urgency are one of the biggest, I would say, overpowered things in marketing, in human psychology. And so, you want someone to go from stranger to subscriber to a buyer in a single sitting. Of course, this is very hard, and you can, of course, accomplish this by having some webinars, maybe some workshops. I don't know, like maybe long form to short form, something like that, right? It's of course a lot of stuff, but this is your final goal. You need to get a stranger from paid traffic, get him to a webinar, and through that webinar, get them to a buyer, right? In a single setting without you ever being there. Basically, an evergreen funnel, an evergreen webinar. Funnels are your silent sales engine, and they don't ask for breaks. They don't get tired, right? It's just a software running in the back while you do other stuff. They just work, right? And so let's actually have a small recap and what exactly it takes to build a passive income. Because yes, it actually exists, but no, you don't just do it like that. You need to actually put a lot of upfront effort in order to get to that level. So first of all, solve a real problem with a clear offer. Solving a real problem, right? Remember this, guys. Transformation. It's all about the transformation that people need to care about. Automate your nurture and sales with email sequences. Set up a funnel that runs without you 24/7. And passive income is actually luck. It's all about leveraging what you know, what you have. Systems, it's all about actually having good systems in place. So, if you want to build a backend system that turns your digital product into a real income machine without actually launching every month or posting 24/7, you can check out my profit flow system. It's actually built to help creators, course creators, coaches, and basically people who do content to product content entrepreneurs scale revenue using what they already have, their audience, their product, and a system that finally does the work for them. So if you want to check it out, the link in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.